Hey, Bowers Like Bears. I'm going to walk you through week 6 of our online distance learning. After you log on through the portal, you're going to click on It's Learning, Courses, and Homeroom. Once you get to our homeroom page, we are going to scroll down and click on The Cat Ate My Homework, Spring Assignments Week 427. Let's click on the reading. All right, guys, so this week for reading is going to be the same as last week. We're going to continue to read independently 30 minutes daily. And then also we are going to be working on a PowerPoint. We're going to be working on nonfiction, just like last week. Click on the PowerPoint down here, and I'm going to walk you through it. Let me minimize. So second grade reading comprehension week, April 27th through May 1st. I can identify the important details that support the main idea, central idea of a section of nonfiction text. Last week, we gave you the important details and you told us the central idea. This week, we're going to give you the central idea and you're going to tell us the important details of the section. Let's read Life Story of a Frog and focus on certain sections in this nonfiction book. So to get here, you're going to follow these instructions. SSO portal, library resources, we're going to go to Capstone, and we're going to type in the search bar, Life Story of a Frog. All right, here it is, playbook. We're going to read through this whole book independently, and then afterwards we're going to read and work on some important ideas, important details, and main idea. Let me go back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so after reading this book, we're going to talk about the section called It Starts with an Egg, pages 8 and 9. What are some important details that support the main idea of this section? Let's go back and read it. Pages 8 and 9. All right, so here's your heading, your section title. It starts with an egg. A frog starts its life as an egg. The egg is soft and covered with a jelly-like coating. The eggs are known as frog spawn. A female frog lays its eggs in water. It lays many eggs together. Some of them will be eaten by fish or other animals, but some eggs will survive and hatch. I'm going to stop there because this is a new section. So, what are some important details that we learned about in this section of text? To help us decide what ideas are important, let's look at the central idea and the main idea of the section and think, what are some important details that support the main idea? We're going to use a box and bullet chart to organize your thinking. So the box is at the top. It tells your central idea or main idea, and the bullets are going to tell you important ideas and supporting details. Let's do this one together. We're reading the section, It Starts with an Egg. Your central idea is a frog starts its life as an egg. This section, It Starts with an Egg, is mostly about how a frog starts its life as an egg. What are some important details that support the main idea of the section? These are going to be your bullet points down here. So we know, based on the section we just read, the frog spawn or eggs are soft and covered with a jelly-like substance coating. The female frog lays the eggs in water, and some of the eggs will be eaten by other animals, and some will hatch and survive. Now it's going to be your turn to find important details from a different section of the same book. We're going to read the section called The Tadpole Changes, pages 12 and 13, and think to ourselves, what are some important details that support the main idea of this section? Let's go back, pages 12 and 13. Okay, the tadpole changes. A tadpole has body parts that help it live underwater. Its tail helps it swim. It has gills that let it breathe underwater. A tadpole eats weeds under the water. The food helps the tadpole grow and change. This change of the body shape is called metamorphosis. Then the tadpole will start to eat the other animals instead of plants. We would stop there because this is a new heading. So if we know that the section title, The Tadpole Changes, is the main idea, Now we need to figure out some important details from the section. Okay, so let's look. I'm going to go back to our PowerPoint here. So the central idea or main idea is a tadpole changes as it grows and eats. Let's practice. What do you think are some important details that support the main idea of the section? A tadpole changes as it grows and eats. So after rereading this text, some important details might be, number one, a tadpole has body parts that help it live underwater. A second one might be that it has gills to help them breathe underwater. It eats underwater, and the food helps the tadpole grow and change. Another fact you might want to write down, or an important idea, is that the change of the body shape when the tadpole moves from egg to tadpole is called metamorphosis. So those could be some important ideas that you write down here as we're practicing together. Your job this week is to read the section called Frog Food. You're going to create a box and bullet chart over the section Frog Food, pages 20 and 21, and then after, send a picture to your chart to your teacher through Flipgrid or email. So we're going to read together this section, Frog Food, pages 20 and 21. You're going to read Frog Food here and here, and you're going to write down the main idea and then also some important details about that section. Okay, guys. Some additional support is listed below if you need it, but that's all there is for reading this week, and your directions are up at the very top. I'm going to click back, and I'm going to go click on Math now. Okay, so here are your directions at the very top. Remember to be working on Dreambox 60 to 90 minutes a week. Right now, the boys are in the lead. Let's open that Think Central video to make sure that our parent video is open. We're going to go to My Applications, scroll down and find Think Central. We don't need to do anything with this tab open. We just need to make sure that it is open so that we can open and access all of the materials. I'm going to go back to It's Learning. This week we are going to be learning about the number of sides and vertices on polygons. We're going to click the lesson 14.2, more two-dimensional shapes. We're going to do the orange dot and stop at the red dot this week. Okay, you're going to click through, answering questions, and you're going to work on the orange dot here. Remember, if you need a question broken down, you can click the step-by-step button. You've got questions here, and then after you finish, make sure that you click the check, answer, and submit button. Okay, the second thing you're going to look at is practice with two-dimensional shapes. This is going to be your Flash enabler math tools. All right, once we click on it here, I don't need Spanish. You have to click enable to enable Adobe Flash Player. So I'm going to click and hit allow. And then once I'm here, I want to click on activities and I want to click two-dimensional shapes. From here, there's a variety of shapes listed on the left-hand side. And let's pick a shape. It's going to point out the sides. So how many sides do you see? I see one side, two sides, three sides. So I'm going to write 3 in here and check it. I'm also going to look and count the vertices. The vertices are the point where two lines intersect. I see 1, 2, and 3 vertices. I'm going to check it. Show the name of it. It is a triangle. And then I can move to the next shape here on the side. So it's a really cool interactive activity. Next is the Math on the Spot video, 14.2. Independent practice is listed here. You're going to be doing pages 497, numbers 1 through 4. Loading. 497, 1 through 4. So these are additional problems you can do to help work on your skills, but for your homework, you have problems 1 through 4 on page 497. So write the number of sides and the number of vertices for each polygon. Here, this one, and also number 4 on here as well. You also have additional support, lesson 71, and enrichment, lesson 59. After you finish, you're going to click here to take the assessment. This week, it's 4 questions long. You're going to click Start Test, and it'll allow you to take the test for us. Okay, I'm going to go back to Courses, Homeroom. Going to scroll down and click on Science. Okay, so we're going to be looking at a butterfly life cycle and looking at different organisms that resemble their parents and have structure and processes that help them survive within their environments. There's a really awesome PowerPoint if you want to click here. Someone in our district actually made this PowerPoint and watched the butterfly life cycle. If you click the play button right here, Stacy Jackson, who created this PowerPoint, will explain some details to you. But it does a wonderful job going through all the stages of a butterfly life cycle, vocabulary, and it has some really amazing videos on here as well that you can watch from YouTube and watch exactly how the caterpillar transitions from that chrysalis onto a butterfly. Okay. So for most of our activities here, we're going to be looking at the SSO portal. So you're going to want to go to the SSO portal, STEM scopes. And this week you have 3 assignments. The first one I want you to do is the picture vocabulary. If you click on it here, it's going to have some vocabulary words, pictures, and definitions for you. Click through them. After you finish, click the Turn In button. I'm going to click the Back button. The second assignment I want you to do is the Science Rock Environments. This is going to be a Science Rock music video. Y'all know how much I love these. Click the Play button, and he's going to sing a video for you, and then click the Turn In button so that I know you've completed and watched it. Afterwards, we're going to click the Back button, and now you have this STEMscopedia. You're going to read the article and answer 8 questions for science. So here's your question 1, and then you've got to click on your correct answer here after reading the text. Question 2, question 3. Remember to click the down arrow here. Question 4, that's a short answer question. Make sure that you type in your answer. Question 5, choose an answer. Question 6, question 7, and question 8. After you finish, make sure that you click the blue Save button and then the green Turn In button so that I can look at your grade. I'm going to exit out of these. That's all there is for science this week, but if you want an additional optional assessment, look at the image below and think about and answer these sentence stems on Flipgrid. Last thing we're going to look at today is social studies. Cat ate my homework, social studies. This week we're going to be locating and labeling the 7 continents and the 5 oceans on a world map. Your directions are up here. You have some key vocabulary to review, 2 different videos to watch, a brain pop video to watch, and then you have a world map that I need you to submit to me. On your world map, I would like you to include the 7 continents and the 5 oceans. You can send this and submit it through either Flipgrid or through email. You will have to draw Antarctica. Okay, scrolling down. There is some optional assignments down here. If you wanted to go to PebbleGo, you can check out all of the books on the 7 continents here, and then some additional support is listed at the very, very bottom. I'm going to go back to our homeroom page. I hope that you have a wonderful week of learning this week. We're going to be doing another boys versus girls competition, so girls, keep on those lessons, and boys, keep up the amazing work. I'm so proud of you. Hoping to set another Zoom up very, very soon. Love you, miss you, see you soon. Bye.